Hello everybody. I am so excited to be here today in my backyard, in my outdoor patio, celebrating spring. Yes, today is the first day of spring. It's March 20th, it's the first day of spring. Yahoo! We have been working really hard to get here today. Everybody that has joined us in the Countdown to Spring event, I'm so excited that you joined me this time along for the Countdown to Spring event. We have spent, 6 weeks working towards this. Some of you joined us later, and that is just fine. I hope everybody had an enjoyable time in that event, and hopefully you all got so much accomplished in your backyards. I know winter can be hard, right? So we're not outside, and then the idea of getting everything ready for springtime gets a little overwhelming. So hopefully you were able to take care of that, and hopefully I broke it down into simple steps for you. So celebrate, let's celebrate all that you've accomplished in getting your yard ready for springtime. If you haven't done it yet, it's okay. There's still time. We'll have one more snow, right? Those of us who are on Mile High, we'll have another snow at some point here before spring and summer hit. So there's still time to get your yard ready. But let's review what we did and what we've been working on these last few weeks here. So we started off by just learning a little bit about our yard. We did a landscape inventory. I taught you guys, we walked around the yard, and I taught you how to approach each area of your yard and look at it from a different perspective, and to really think about what that area needed to happen to it, right? In regards to cleaning it up and getting it ready for springtime. So that was our landscape inventory, so we did that. We also managed our weeds, right? We all have weeds, right? I have those mustard weeds coming up, and those should all be up right now. And so we all had those weeds, and we took care of those, which is super excited. I hope you took care of your weeds as well. I showed you that really cool tool called the hula hoe, and that is such a great tool for pulling up those pesky weeds. So if you haven't gotten that tool yet, you'll want to go get that. You can find it at my store, the My Landscape Coach store. You can find that on my website at landscapecoach.com. We also talked about putting down pre-emergents, so the corn gluten or another type of pre-emergent on your yard and your grass areas to prevent the weeds from coming up. The ones that are going to be coming, let's see, in the May weeds, the May and June weeds that we get, that pre-emergent will help those. So we talked about managing our weeds. We talked about what tools we need and getting our tools ready for the springtime. So we went over a list of my favorite tools. One of those was the hula hoe I mentioned. Another one is that wire rake that I love to use to clean up my garden beds. So we talked about all the good tools you should get, or if you don't already have them, get them and have them ready in your yards. Those leather gloves, I love those leather gloves. So if you don't have those, that's one of the best things to protect your hands when you're doing work in your yard. The other thing we talked about is we pruned our trees. We pruned our trees, our shrubs, and we deadheaded all of our plants, and we used that wire rake to clean up around the bases of all the plants. So feel free to go ahead and do that. If you still have leaves and debris under your plants, it's okay to get those removed and cleaned up. And remember, your city should have, a spring cleanup time coming up. So you can bag all of that, put all of it in your compost, and then bag the rest. So what you don't use in your compost, bag it and get that sent to the city cleanup. So we also talked about composting. So all of that extra leaf and debris we can use in our compost. What I showed you was that 3-bin system that I like to use. I kind of take a lazy approach to composting. I use a 3-bin system because it takes so long to decompose things here in the Southwest that I don't really have time to turn it and to water it and to keep it going, that I like to have 2 bins separated, one always dormant and then one always active. So my dormant one, I leave dormant for about 6 months, and I literally just let it sit. I don't really do anything to it. Sometimes I might turn it once once every 2 months or so in that 6 months period. And then eventually it decomposes on its own. And then you have the active one. That's the one you're constantly putting new material in. So we talked about that, composting. We learned about watering. So just a little bit about getting our irrigation system turned on and ready to go and to get watering for the season. So hopefully you enjoyed that series, the Countdown to Spring series. I'm so glad that you joined me in the event. It was super fun for me as well. And I loved all the engagement that we had with each other. So that was also fun to see your questions. And I wanted to let you know about my new event coming up and my new online course, which launched this week. It's called the Landscape Design Made Easy online course. And what it is, it's me walking you step by step, just like we did in the Countdown to Spring event, but I walk you step by step through the design process. So let's say you had a space in your yard that's dirt and you don't know what to do with it, and you've always wanted it to be something, but you don't even know where to start. You don't know what could possibly go in that space. I take you through a series of questions, the design process, the same process that I use, that I learned and that I use to design homes. So I take you through that process via a workbook, via worksheets, checklists, and tutorial videos and things just like this one. So check that out. You can go to, let's see, mylandscapecoach.com, of course, Landscape Design Made Easy. So here is that URL. It's mylandscapecoach.com, Landscape Design Made Easy. So check that out. Go there and check out that course. It's $147, and if you've ever wanted to just tackle your yard this year, let's just get it done. Let's get it done so you can enjoy your yard and enjoy all of the benefits that come with it. The health benefits, the wellness, that feeling of sitting in your backyard and not looking at that pesky weed and being like, oh, I have so much work to do. I have to clean that up. I can't enjoy just hanging out in the backyard space. That course will go over the actual plants that you'd want to choose for your yard. So there's plant lists in there, specific plant lists based on your personality, your landscape personality, based on what type of plants would work for your specific yard. We go through there, and it is an online design course, so I am there with you virtually in the videos and in the workbook and things like that, but I'm also there in person. So when you join the course, you get into a Facebook group, and I'm in that Facebook group every day answering your questions. So let's say I take you through that process. You design and drop your plan just like you did for the landscape inventory, and you share that with us over on Facebook. It's the same thing. You'll share it with us in the Facebook group, and I'll check it and look over it and give you some ideas and bounce some thoughts and things with you with that. Other people in the group that are working on their yards will also chime in, and it's like a nice community. We get to share and work together and get you that space that you've always wanted. So let's stop wasting our time. It's no longer time to struggle with your yard. I want you to have that space. That's why I offer this online course. I can't make it out to everybody's house, but I love to help everybody get that space that they want. So please join us if you have a problem yard, if you have a spot you want to just get fixed up, if you have the area where the dogs are digging and things like that. I can help you. I can help you in my Landscape Design Made Easy online course. So I can't wait to see you in there if that's for you. Otherwise, have such a great spring. It's going to be so fun, and I will be coming. Let's see, we have all kinds of great things happening on the blog upcoming. I have a tour of all the nurseries, the local nurseries in Albuquerque, so I'll be giving you a tour of that. I have searched all of the Outline all of the Outline Living stores, and I've got a great list of cool products that are out there this year, so I'll be posting that on the blog. So I can't wait to see you in there over at mylandscapecoach.com. Join us at the blog, sign up for the newsletter, and all of the fun events. So see you in there. Happy spring! Go celebrate, pour yourself a glass of wine, drink some beer, have a celebration, enjoy your yard this year. I can't wait to see you over in the blog. Take care.